Hogan Harris joins us here on A's Cast Live, and I will not forget, we were standing in the dugout in Mesa, Arizona. We were joking about your fastball, and your fastball, I can't get it more than 91, 92.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're a reliever now, and you're pumping 95.
Sure, from time to time. Yeah, that was kind of cool how it's starting to climb up a little bit. We figured out a couple things in the mechanics, just timing-wise, things like that, that all of a sudden freed up a few different things all at once, I guess you could say. The hips are starting to turn a little better, so then you get a little more separation. It's just kind of – it's nice because I'm not trying to throw that much harder. It's just kind of happening. So ideally we ride this wave and then we keep doing it for the next 8 to 12 years.
All right, so then I'm totally wrong because I've been saying, well, you know, when you're not a starter anymore and you're a reliever, you can really let it go.
Sure.
You're saying it's all about biomechanics and changing how you move.
In a sense, yeah. I mean, there are times where, like, you can naturally be like, okay, I can give 100% instead of 90 because whenever you're throwing 100 to 120 pitches a game, I mean, no one really does 120 anymore. But whenever you're doing that, there is a different mindset of you just want to be smooth so you can go 6, 7 innings, not have anything feel any different from inning 1 and inning 7. But whenever you're able to do it for 1, 2, and occasionally 3 innings, there's that bit of difference. You're like, all right, I can hump up all the time. So there is that little, like, it's a mindset switch and a little bit of also, like, I got lucky. It was a nice combo of both. The mindset got me able to throw a little bit harder anyways, and then the stuff just clicked up, and then it just started coming out a little better.
And also there's the thing called the juice, adrenaline. When you come in, you warm up as a starter, you're in the bullpen, you warm up, you come in, you have to navigate hopefully through 6, 7 innings. Yep. Now all of a sudden music's playing, you're coming out, there's runners on, it's time to There's a different adrenaline rush to it. Explain how that has helped you.
Yeah, it's very interesting because at first it was, I don't want to say nerve-wracking because I never really felt nervous pitching-wise, but it took a little bit to kind of find, I guess, for the lack of a better term, like the psycho portion of the back end of the bullpen that I feel like Mason obviously has really well. Like you see him, like he'll just be talking to you, and then like that 7th, 8th inning, you just see some switch in him, and I'm starting to kind of learn how to get that switch when I need to. So that's part of it, but it's very interesting because I can't really explain how it happens. It's just the more and more you do it, you kind of learn, like, okay, now it's time for all of a sudden to go from 4 to level 10. And then you just learn how to ride that wave without it becoming like too much to handle. I feel like that's kind of what's happened on the back end of the last couple months. I've kind of learned how not to be like, and going from that to, all right, let's go. And kind of like that, learning that and figuring out how to not let it overwhelm you.
Well, not overwhelm you, and also you can go more than 1 inning. So
Sure.
It makes you a weapon that you're just not coming in. Well, hopefully, it used to be left on left.
Sure.
Now you got to get at least 3 outs. But for you have the ability to go through a lineup a few times.
Yep.
And a lot of you guys do. It's kind of been a different strategy for the bullpen. So talk about that, how the strategy now for the bullpen is, all right, there's not necessarily any roles. We just know you have a chance to pitch today, and you're probably going to go more than 3 outs.
Yeah, I think I like it for multiple reasons. One, I feel like it gives a bunch of fluidity to the bullpen. Like, let's just say you're going in, right? If you go in, I'm not going to be like, all right, I got to make sure I'm ready in 2 people. You know what I mean? Just because, like, that's what old bullpen roles were and still are in many different places, but not here. So, and also the other aspect of that is on their team side, they have to be ready. Every hitter has to be ready for a pitcher. Like back in the day, it was like, all right, hey, when you go up, this guy's going to come in. And you have to know how to hit him. But instead, now they have to know how to hit 9 guys or 10 guys even for that day, which I would argue to say seems pretty hard because if I remember in school, I wasn't very good at remembering all 10 that I needed to do. So it's like that adds a nice aspect too because you got everyone has a pitch or at least one, sometimes 3 or 4 that's effective to one side of the plate or the other, no matter who's hitting. And that's really hard to defend when you have to worry about 9 or 10 guys.
Yeah, it's when people say it's tougher to hit now more than ever before, I always say the numbers are going to show you. We don't have record ERAs. It's not like there's record stuff going on with pitching. It's the fact that we have more pitchers. There's far more pitchers in the bullpen than years ago. Years ago, you had 3, 4, maybe 5. Now you got a whole group of guys down there. And it's all the different looks and all the different arms that these hitters got to see in a game. That has made the big change. And I think of you adding that velocity, but you still have – well, we were just talking about New A's Hall of Famer, Bearzito has.
Yep.
That's old Uncle Charlie. You can throw
that.
it for a strike when you want. You can throw it down. You can spin it more. You can throw it outside. You can throw it inside. It's the gift, the left-handed curveball, and the feel that you can do whatever you want with it. Talk about how that's just a gift.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game changer. I've kind of talked about it before, whether here or other places, but it makes – that helped me be effective when I was like 91, 92, 93. And now it's just even better because it's if you have to be ready for 94, then 73 is going to look like 30. And then if you're waiting on 73, then 94 is going to look like 104. So it's very helpful in the aspect of just such a velo separation that doesn't even necessarily have to be a perfect pitch. It just has to be somewhere around there to make their eyes even for a second just be like, oh. Even if they take it, they're like, oh, okay, I saw that, and I had to go up and down just to be able to see the pitch the whole time. So then all of a sudden you just give them one up. Even if it's 93, it'll feel like 100. So,
there's no – I mean, like you start thinking about if all of a sudden they know you can throw change-up, breaking ball, especially the breaking ball at any time, your fastball just elevates. It's amazing. Yep. Is there a count you never feel comfortable throwing the curveball?
No, no, not really. I've thrown it for so long. I still throw the same curveball now that I learned when I was 11. So I've thrown it the exact same the whole time. Yeah.
It's a gift.
Yeah. I got lucky with that one that I learned it early and had a feel for it the whole time. So I wouldn't really say there's a count at all. No, I'll throw it anywhere.
As you get more comfortable being a reliever, do you still think about starting?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up as a starter my whole life. I love starting. I mean, if the opportunity arises and they want me to, I'm never going to say no to it. But I absolutely love relieving too now. So it's like I'm in the best of both worlds. Like I love. It took me a little while, to be honest, to really like and love relieving. But like I was telling you, I kind of came into my own. And I've started to learn how to like harness it, so it's not really stressful anymore. In the aspect of like, oh man, I only have one inning. I better not screw it up. You know what I mean? Like at first that was the part I didn't like about it, where starting, you have one bad inning, I can make up for it for six more innings after that.
Yeah.
Where this one, it's like, there was that stress to it, but now I've come into my own with it in the aspect of I understand the significance, but also the significance isn't the end of the world. And that helped me a lot. So it's, I mean, obviously, yeah, like I guess go back to your question, I would always love to start, but I now love relieving too. So I'm in a win-win situation no matter what.
The future of this team, you've been playing with these young guys. You've been with some of them down in the minor leagues. You've been with them for years also up here at the big leagues. You've kind of seen everything for the big league level down what this organization has, being an athletics draft pick yourself. Tell us what you think the future, what are we going to be looking at in the future with this ball club?
Honestly, I feel like this is almost, I don't want to sound like overly overzealous or overexcited, but I really do think like this year from this point on for at least the next 3-4 years is the floor, which is fun because like the last 2 years we were climbing to get to this point. And now I really feel like this is the floor because we have the young guys that were in the middle of like kind of here, kind of not last year. They've all been here. They've all been killing it now. We have Kurtz, Wilson, Hernandez, Brett, everybody. Like the defense just continues to get better. And then as that happens, the hitting is now getting better as well, like all across the board. Like everyone's doing their job and it just feels fun instead of stressful kind of all across the board. So I think this year is the floor and I think it's really only up. I think we're going to see a 2018, 2019 style A's again here pretty soon. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if you're going to be closing. I don't know if you're going to be a reliever. I don't know if you're going to be a starter. I do know this. The way you have pitched here, you have shown everybody you should be on the staff in 2026. I've talked a lot about you starting because the last time you started, you shoved against the Astros, but that's been a while. with the way you've changed your game and you developed. It's been fun to see. Congratulations. If I don't talk to you, have a great off season.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you down in Mesa because you're going to be on this pitching staff for a long, long time.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.